going on, Mr. Dave on the Rock Pile? How you guys doing out there in internet land? We are done with this, the revisitation of a feature I did 20 years ago, and we got it all tuned up, fixed the little rust spots here and there, and got some recolor going on. So let's check it out. Got some satellites around, and we got a little bit of our bleed thing going on, and pretty cool. I made this, like I said, 20 years ago, and it's a stamped technique. Everything has been stamped. That has been giving it its texture. Made it so there was little footholds so you could kind of walk your way up and out, or up and in, I should say, the waterfall thing there. So came out pretty neat. Got our satellites, like I said, and customer really liked the browns, and so we're going with that. We've got another satellite here. We have more of a whiter cream one next to it, and this one over here is white. Over here we got a big flat guy just hanging out with a peel away going on there, and it's looking pretty neat. So it was a grand adventure. It was fun to see this thing again. Like I said, 20 years ago. I definitely had more hair, that's for sure. And we have the spa here. And I talked a little bit about that spa fix, and the spa fix came out really pretty good as a temporary fix. We were able to get the pieces back down in there, and we mortared in between them and did the sponge thing, and then I did aqua block on the whole spa, so maybe I'll slow down the water penetration. We've got planters. That was actually a place for a TV back when you needed a big back deep thing for a TV. So we got a little planter there, and there's one over in the back of the little eagle's perch thing that's up here. So pretty cool little project. Have these nice overhangs and stuff, and we had the equipment over here. We covered all that up with plastic. Had this beautiful small leaf ivy. I think it's a fig ivy, I think she said. Anyway, it's really cool. But this was all covered up. The whole back was completely covered with that thing. So got a really neat design, I think. And so up on top, this little walkway here, and you probably can almost see the ocean. We put a drain in, and then raise the bottom of the depth of that up a little bit, so it's got that little half-inch PVC cap in it, and then that comes out below water. That just stays full. They flush it out on a regular basis. This again is the Eagles. I don't know why I called that, but it's a little place to hang out. Planter over there as well. And so it's really neat. It was really a neat project. Really fun to see it again and see how well it's held up. Patrick was helping me out, my nephew. He's doing a great job, as well as his dad. And they came today to help me finish this thing up. So we did a lot of the sanding. The last step is the sanding, which you can do. And what the sanding does is it highlights the edge of the rock. Depends on the stone you're trying to emulate, but you can see that little quick sand with 80 grit paper highlights the edges of the rock, and it just adds another dimension to it and brings it more to life. And so that's one of those little tricks, if you want to call it that. And so now we are here in the part, the waterfall starts right there, dumps off right there, and you can climb up the front of it, underneath it, into the waterfall space, and that's behind here, which is cool. And this is a nice cave thing I did way back when, and I really like how it came out. So when you're in a cave, you can really go strong with the colors. You can increase their intensity because it's shadows and it's darker, and it's nice to have lighter, brighter colors too. So that gives you a chance to kind of liven up the space a little bit. This above is a rock, right? But inside here, it's a big bubble space. Handhold right there as you go down into the spa, and This I made as a handhold too. I remember something you could grab. And then there's a step going on in the spa, and there's that repair again. So came out pretty cool. And it does have conduit set up for lights. And it's funny how seldom clients do that. But so anyways, Mr. Dave on the rock pile. Finished this one up second time, as it were. So we got her done. And another one's in the bag. So what we're going to do is power wash the floor a little bit, see if we can get rid of some of the efflorescence calcification that's down there in the bottom of the pool. And then we will be able to jet. So I will walk over here and show you this angle. This is kind of a better angle, I think, for the feature. And if they get that, there's a big planter right there. If they get that planter filled up, that'd be with green dropping down, one right there, some stuff hanging down. That would be really cool. So Mr. Dave on the rock pile, checking out. Go to daverhenderson.com, daverhenderson.com for blogs and links to other platforms, and davehenderson.podia.com if you would like to find out how we do this. All right, you guys be thankful, be forgiving, and you'll be awesome as a possum and be a blessing and not a curse to people in your life. All right? All right. So have a good one. Until next time, we will see you again. Please subscribe if you're checking this out on the YouTube place. And send it around. Share the love. Tell someone you love them. Tear off the face diaper if you can. And smile. All right, guys. Love you guys out there. Have a good one. God bless you all. We'll see you next time. Bye.